From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina. Today is Wednesday. It is the 4th of January, 2017, and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Pat Garner.
And today is the middle of the week already.
It is.
Seems like just yesterday was Tuesday, but hey, I don't keep up with that sort of thing.
It's Hump Day.
It's what?
Hump Day.
Hump Day. Hump Day. I love that commercial.
I really don't like that commercial.
I know. It's funny, you would ask guys, I call it the Three Stooges syndrome. Most ladies don't care for the Three Stooges.
Well, I like the Three Stooges.
Oh, do you really?
Yes.
Well, you're not in the norm. Most ladies do not. Some ladies do, some don't. Most don't. But the commercial, it's the same thing. Most ladies don't care for that commercial.
I do not care
Guys
for that
think it's
Hump
funny.
Day.
Yeah, well, anyway, it's Geico, and Geico, they do some really funny commercials. And I won't go into them. But anyway, how you doing?
I'm good.
And here we go. It's a midweek, a Wednesday, middle of the week already. And coming up on today's program, we've got a couple of ceremonies for you that were videotaped yesterday in the courthouse of the swearing-in ceremonies of two judges. Two brand new judges appearing for their swearing-in ceremonies yesterday. We'll have them both right here. The first is Curtis Stackhouse. And then after that will be Mr. Will Bland. And those two gentlemen became officially judges yesterday. All right, we'll have that for you here in just a few minutes. Now, what all's going on? What's going on?
The Senior Center will have the AARP tax volunteers they will be at the Veterans Building at 2001D East Ash Street on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. starting February the 2nd. Ending April the 13th to help you with your taxes. Taxes will be by appointment only, and they will begin January the 17th, taking appointments for those needing their taxes done. So you can contact what's her name?
Hermanita
Harris at 919-705-1784. And to make an appointment, you will need to bring your tax documents like your W-2s, your 1099s.
And any other numbers you happen to feel like you need to bring.
Proof of donations, vehicle taxes, home taxes, mortgage interest, and out-of-pocket medical expenses. Each taxpayer must bring their original Social Security card. So if you have more than one listed, they have to have their Social Security card.
Spouse, children, all those.
That's correct. And a photo ID.
Photo ID?
Yes. Military ID cannot be used to verify Social Security.
Okay. So you got your 1099 and your W-2s, your 10.5Ds, and your 6 7/8. Bring all that stuff with you.
Sure, Wayne Alley.
Okay. All right. We have also at the Senior Center, today is the 4th, right? So that means that today they got the walking group going on this morning. That starts at 8:30. The walking group, you know, they got that paved walkway out beside the building there.
Yes.
And that is really nice. They also have their arthritis exercise at 10:15 this morning. The jewelry group at 12:30. Women's billiards. Women's, boy, they get serious about that too. Then you got your beginner's bridge. Beginner's bridge. If beginners are building bridges, I'm not sure I'd want to cross them. I mean, I want someone with a little more experience to be building my bridge, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Then we have the end liners. which is something relatively new.
The what?
Inliners. Inliners. You know how you open your coloring book and you pick a color and you start, and you want to stay in the lines, right? Well, this is adult coloring. This is something that's become very popular now, and it's very serious. People get really serious about this. That's today from 4 until 5 p.m., the Inliners adult coloring, and that's from 4 until 5 today. Looking to tomorrow, the painting group kicks off in the morning at 8:30, the painting group, and then you play your bingo before what? Before and bingo is at 10 o'clock at the Senior Center tomorrow. Then you got your bridge group again. Then you got your pinochle. See? You got your pinochle there. Then you got your senior functional fitness testing. Golden Grooves dance classes tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, they start boogieing at 6 o'clock. And Golden Grooves dance class. 2, 3, 4. And then learning fitness equipment at 7:30 tomorrow night.
All kinds of excitement at the Senior Center.
I know. It is. Go, Wayne, go. You can go online to your Go, Wayne, Go site, and somewhere on there you'll find a link to a restaurant guide. A restaurant guide. This is brand new. It's sponsored by the Goldsboro Family Y, and then join them at the Wayne County, at Goldsboro Family Y on the January the 17th from 11:30 until 5:30. You learn all about Go, Wayne, Go, and you learn about healthy eating around Wayne County. And that's, you can go to gowaynego.something org or gwg.org or something. Anyway, you'll figure it out. Just search for it. They've got an event coming up January 8th at the Goldsboro Family Y Open House. That's from 1 till 6. Living with Weight Problems will be taking place at the Goldsboro Public Library. That's on January 9th. Living with Weight Problems. I usually have a problem waiting. I just can't stand
Wrong
it. Just
kind of
be
waiting.
sitting. Huh?
Wrong kind.
Oh, wait. I see. Right. From 2 to 3 p.m. at the Wayne County Public Library. And then Living with Weight Problems. Living with Weight Problems, don't eat your feelings. And you know what? People laugh at that, but it's more serious than you would think. Don't eat your feelings. Because people get depressed, they go grab a bite to eat. They get anxious, they eat something. They get excited, they eat something. People do this. They're going to help you with that, okay? From 2 to 3 o'clock at the Wayne County Public Library. That will be on January 11th. That's probably a Thursday. No, that's a Wednesday. That's a Wednesday. All right, what do you have?
January 14th,
Yes, ma'am.
we have a toy drive.
We do.
At the train depot in Mount Olive, they will be accepting clothes, food items, new and used toys, and this is sponsored by the Widow and Widowers Group with Vicki Darden
And friends, and Alma Darden, and with Brenda McNair and many others. And it's a great organization. They're based out of Mount Olive, but they help everybody in Wayne County and beyond those points. It's a widows and widowers support group. At the same time, you do not have to be a widow or a widower to be a part of this organization. They're also out there doing things. They're helping other people at the same time. And this toy drive is for youngsters who may not have had too good of a Christmas. So they're collecting things. And you know, this ran yesterday. When I talked to Vicki, it reran yesterday. I talked to Vicki and some of the ladies involved with this. And this toy drive is very important. It's going to be in Mount Olive, and you can call this number here and leave and talk to Vicki about where you can take your toys, or perhaps make arrangements to have somebody take them down there for you. But in Mount Olive. But what's that number? 658 something?
It is 919-658-3961.
That's what I was going to say.
Sure it does.
Sure, Wayne Alley. All right. Since we have a long program today, let's go ahead and give the trivia question for today.
It's on the floor.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Is it? Well, don't pick it up.
Right
It's
there.
okay. Here's the trivia question for today. I got it. Trivia question for today. The category is calendars. That's the question.
Okay.
That's the category, rather. The question is the Mayan calendar. The Mayan calendar was never finished. We're talking about hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years ago. The Mayan calendar was never finished. And as a result of that, there are some people who think or who thought that the world would end when the Mayan calendar stopped. What year was predicted the world would come to an end when the Mayan calendar stopped? What year was that? The Mayan calendar ended, so the world was supposed to go away. What year was that? We'll have the question for you. No, we just had a question. We'll have the answer for you coming up in just a few minutes on Wayne Goldsboro Television.
Call on Judge Joyce Hamilton, who's a former Chief District Court Judge of Wake County, who has served us here in Wayne County and in the whole district for over the years, and so pleased to have you with us. Let's give Judge Hamilton a hand.
Don't worry, I'm not going to give a speech. I just wanted to say how nice it is to be back in Wayne County again. I had the privilege of serving as the presiding judge in DWI court here a number of years ago, and that's how I got to know Curtis Stackhouse. He was the prosecutor in that courtroom for 2 years, so I got to know him well, got to respect him a lot, and I'm honored to be here today to administer the oath of office to him. So at this time, would you please come up? If you'll place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand, please. Do you state your name?
William Curtis Keller Stackhouse.
Solemnly swear that you will support and maintain the Constitution and the laws of the United States and the Constitution and laws of North Carolina not inconsistent therewith, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties of your office as a district court judge, so help you God.
I will.
And do you state your name?
William Curtis Keller Stackhouse.
Solemnly and sincerely swear that you will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the state of North Carolina and to the constitutional powers and authorities which are or may be established for the government thereof, and that you will endeavor to support, maintain, and defend the Constitution of said state, not inconsistent with the Constitution of the United States, to the best of your knowledge and ability, so help you God.
I will.
And do you state your name?
William Curtis Keller Stackhouse.
Solemnly swear that you will administer justice without favoritism to anyone or to the state, that you will not knowingly take, directly or indirectly, any fee, gift, gratuity, or reward whatsoever for any matter or thing done by you or to be done by you by virtue of your office, except the salary and allowances as provided by law, and that you will faithfully and impartially discharge all the duties of a district court judge of the North Carolina General Court of Justice to the best of your ability and understanding, and consistent with the Constitution and laws of the state. So help you God.
I will.
Congratulations.
Curtis. All right. We will have the robing now. Okay, well, at this time, I'm going to turn it over to the man. Congratulations, Your Honor.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Jeff, thank you so much for doing that. I asked you to be the MC for this ceremony, and you did an amazing job, as you always do. You know how much I love you and how you're on my Rushmore, so thank you so much. I am humbled and honored at the size of this crowd today. I didn't know what to expect. You don't know what to expect. And I'm almost moved to tears. Probably will cry later on. But I see people from all walks of my life here. This will not be a very long ceremony. I won't have anybody singing, Judge Pate. That was very nice at your ceremony, but I don't have anybody, no sopranos, no interpretive dance, no Strickland, Agner and Associates commercials, nothing like that. There's Billy, here you are. And also I've come to learn there's only cake for 100 people and punch. So if you came for the food, get the food. If you didn't, maybe just pass by and wait till 4 o'clock. But first of all, Pastor Bob Barden, sir, thank you very much. Pastor Bob is my pastor at First Presbyterian Church. He was just ordinated this summer, and we're happy to have him. Thank you so much for coming and doing that. To members of my extended family who came all the way from Georgia, different parts, Emily and Scott, and Rebecca's outside with my wonderful son. And of course, Aunt June and Uncle John are here, and especially Grandma Keller, Grandma Jessie, thank you so much for coming. I know traveling's difficult, but you made it. So thank you. I love you very much and love all of you. To all the elected officials here, if you will, just stand for me. I know we didn't get them all, but I know there's a few that came in that haven't been recognized. If you are an elected official, would you please stand up? I know y'all like doing that. Please stand up for me. Let's give these people a hand. Yep, thank you. I like it. And Judge Hamilton, thank you so much. I like to think that this is sort of your second home, this courthouse, apart from Wake County, because when you spent 2 years with us, you were beloved by everybody, bailiffs, clerks, defense attorneys, prosecutors. So we love having you here. I love having you here, so thank you so much, Judge. And I also see members of my campaign team here as well, some of the generals, as well as people who gave some of their hard-earned resources to help me last year, and as well as people who spent more than a few hours at a early voting site, a campaign voting site, and begged people to vote for Curtis Stackhouse over and over and over again. I can't thank you all enough. So thank you for being here. Also, I see out here members of the DA's office, both support staff, the current and former, and of course, my fellow assistant district attorneys as well that I've been with for the past 7 years. I'm sure looking back, some of those years I'm going to consider the best years of my life, being with you all and learning with you and working with you. I am going to be from a different perspective now, but I'll always cherish that. And this week especially, it's become very acute how much of a family we are with the passing of one of our own. So thank you for being here. And lastly, members of the 8th District Bar who are present, some even who've come from Lenoir and Greene County, although make the trip over here in the rain. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate that. I've seen a few of you. And after this is over, I've got a highly professional camera woman here that I'd love to get a picture with you. Not for you. I'm not going to send you the picture, okay? I want them for me so that I know that you were here. But please come up afterwards. Since November 8th, I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of people, and many of those conversations involve what kind of judge will I be? You know, what kind of judge, who am I going to be on the bench? Some of those conversations have been very philosophical. Philosophical, is that a word? Philosophical. Y'all got to give me a break, all right? I'm up here. Philosophical. Will I be a law is the law judge where you follow the letter of the law, even if that means perhaps an unjust result or an unfair result? Or will I be a judge who may choose to bend the law or interpret the law a little bit if that results in a fair or just result? Those kinds of conversations. I've also had some that have been rather confusing. One citizen in Greene County, when I saw him last month, he said, I want you to throw everyone in jail, but I also want you to give second chances. I said, I'll do my best on that. Some conversations have been more to the point, and you can imagine who are asking these questions. What's going to be your PJC policy, Judge? Or can I still wear cowboy boots in your courtroom, Judge? But the conversation that I remember most vividly is the one that I had with a colleague of mine from the DA's office who said, look, if you do these two things, you'll be all right. One, be punctual, be on time, of course. And number two, just don't yell at the lawyers. So I guarantee you I can do that, okay? I can be on time and I won't yell at the lawyers. But I can promise you this, I will certainly work very hard for you. I will always be respectful to everyone in the courtroom. And when you walk to the courtroom where I preside, not my courtroom, but the courtroom where I'm presiding, because it's not my courtroom, you will get a fair shake if you walk in there, okay? I will consider your arguments. You certainly won't always be satisfied with the outcome, perhaps, but you will get a fair shake, and your case will be considered. I will be listening. The last thing I'd like to say, like I said, this is going to be a short ceremony. On the morning of November 9th, I posted some words on Facebook. That was the morning after the election, of course. And I quote, "Just before November 8th, I had a thought that I might be the most blessed person on the planet. Great parents and brothers and extended family, a loving and loyal wife, beautiful twin kids, many extremely supportive friends, a career that I enjoy waking up for every day, and a decent roof over my head. But today, I know this to be absolutely true. To my parents, Mom and Dad, God could not have sent me two better people in the world to be my parents. And now that my kids have turned 3 today is my twins' birthday, they're 3 years old, being a parent now for 3 years, I understand the sacrifice. I understand what it means. I learned very quickly that you two have loved me far more than I can ever imagine, perhaps even far more than I've loved you, because I'm just a kid, right? So I knew right away when my kids were born that I was catching up to do. And I love you both as much as a son or daughter can love a parent. And so I appreciate you giving everything for me. And so why not say that for the first time in front of 100 people or so, right? And to Beth, my perfect bride, it's been 7 years now, 6 years? 6 years? 4 years, well, it's been 4 years since we've been married and 6 years since we knew each other, okay? So that's true. But I'm at the point now where I can't remember what life was like without you. And by my calculations, there's been 28 years before I had a life without you. But I can't remember that, and I don't want to remember it. My life began the day I met you. You were my divine gift, one that I refuse to take for granted. Thank you for giving me everything, including these 2 perfect angels that now we share. I love you with all my heart. Actually, what we do is, okay. Just to end here, the remainder of my Facebook post from November 9th ends like this. My deepest thanks to everyone who has supported me this year. I promise that I will serve you as your district court judge to the best of my abilities, and may God bless you all. Thank you.
Great job, buddy.
So, with that, Judge Jones, it is my pleasure and my honor to present for the oath of office Judge William Wooten Bland.
For the honors, I, and repeat your name,
I, William Wooten Bland,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
and maintain
and maintain
the Constitution
the Constitution
and laws
and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
and law
and law
of North Carolina,
of North Carolina,
not inconsistent therewith,
not inconsistent therewith,
and that I will faithfully
and I will faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of my office
of my office
as a Superior Court judge,
as a Superior Court.
so help me God.
So help me God. I, William Wooten Bland,
Do solemnly and sincerely swear
do solemnly and sincerely swear
that I will be faithful
that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of North Carolina
to the state of North Carolina
and to the constitutional powers
and to the constitutional powers
and authorities
and authorities
which are
which are
or may be established
or may be established
for the government thereof,
for the government thereof,
and that I will endeavor
and that I will endeavor
to support,
to support,
maintain, and defend
maintain, and defend
the Constitution
the Constitution
of said state,
of said state,
not inconsistent with
not inconsistent with
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
to the best of my knowledge
to the best of my knowledge
and ability.
and ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I
William Wooten Bland,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will administer justice
that I will administer justice
without favoritism
without favoritism
to anyone
to anyone
or to the state,
or to the state,
that I will not knowingly
that I will not knowingly
take,
take,
directly or indirectly,
directly or indirectly,
any fee,
any fee,
gift,
gift,
gratuity,
gratuity,
or reward whatsoever
or reward whatsoever,
for any matter or thing
for any matter or thing
done by me
done by me
or to be done by me
or to be done by me
by virtue of my office,
by virtue of my office,
except the salary
except the salary
and allowances
and allowances
by law provided,
by law provided,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and impartially
and impartially
discharge all the duties
discharge all the duties
of a judge
of a judge
in the Superior Court Division
in the Superior Court Division
of the General Court of Justice
of the General Court of Justice
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability
and understanding,
and understanding,
and consistent with
and consistent with
the Constitution
the Constitution
and laws
and laws
of the state.
of the state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Judge Bland.
newest judge in the state.
There's some competition for that. It's quite a few. Well, following up on what John said, happy birthday. That's not just to the couple of you, including Judge Stackhouse's children. I did not realize this would go out to them as well. But it's really for this Superior Court that we're here today, which is 240 years old this year. 1777, if you wait for the General Assembly. Some people are jumping around 76, but to 2017, that's a good bit of history. And this courtroom, originally built in 1913, has originally seen a lot of that history. You would be hard-pressed to find another 100-year period where more has changed. And mostly, I believe, for the better. The law, to me, is built upon centuries of situations where people have been called upon to make the right decision under difficult facts and circumstances. Sometimes, many times even, they've gotten it right. Sometimes, tragically, not. This is a human system, subject to our human limitations. So today, I pray for wisdom and guidance and patience as I take on new responsibilities as resident Superior Court Judge for Wayne County. As we say in the Scouts, on my honor, I will do my best to do my duty. I pledge to be fair and to apply the law without partiality. It is an honor to accept your trust to serve as Superior Court Judge for this community, my home. I thank God that I've been blessed for 25 years to work in and around this Wayne County Courthouse in this great state of North Carolina, in these United States, with wonderful and dedicated professionals, many of whom are here today and others who have gone before us. Those of you visiting this old courtroom should know that there are good people serving you here in this courthouse. The staff of many departments, the clerks, the commissioners, the law enforcement officers, the lawyers, and the judges, all doing their best to help, often, as I've said, under difficult facts and circumstances. People's lives are affected here, and we all know it. One person who has seen a lot is presiding here today, Judge Paul Jones. You know now that Judge Paul Jones from Kinston retired last Saturday, although here on the first day of back to work, he started work at 9 o'clock and he's still going to be 5 shortly, so after many years of service. Though he's from Lenoir County, he has given tremendously of his talents to Wayne County, and we thank him for his service here and throughout North Carolina, and we wish him the best in his retirement. And I thank you. I thank every one of you here and many others throughout Wayne County and beyond. I am humbled every time I think of the kindness and generous support you've shown. This is an elected office, and in addition to all you fine voters out there, I want to thank all the candidates who ran for office this year in this county and elsewhere. As they well know, it can be a demanding undertaking. Several elected officials are here today, and we all thank each of you for your dedicated service. I've put name tags on, or asked you to put name tags on, because I've had the great pleasure of meeting so many people throughout, and I figure you might be here and say, I know that person, and now you've got a little hint to go up and speak to them. So it's been a great privilege to get to be your friends over this year. And in this anniversary celebration, I thank all of those who have served in this North Carolina Superior Court throughout these 240 years. So many have done so much, from campaign headquarters, Viola, to every poll, to delicious church barbecues and bake sales, to runs, walks, and parades. I'm truly grateful. But remembering my parents, I'm going to call out 3. Those who held the Bible for me today and have kept the faith. You can't do that. Come on up. Those who held the Bible for me today and have kept the faith this past year and for many years before. My wife Ellen, my son Jeff, and my daughter Lucy. Well, it's no good looking at that table. I got to look out that way. But with them and with all my extended family, so many are here today. I thank you so much. And with all of you and all of our friends, this is a very happy day indeed. May God bless you all. Thank you very much.
And this is Wayne Goldsworth Television. A quick reminder that this program airs every Monday through Friday, beginning at 6 a.m., then the show repeats at noon, then the show repeats at 5:30 p.m. What was that? Repeats at 5:30 p.m. here on Wayne Goldsworth Television. And we do appreciate your watching and your listening and your comments. If you have comments, I'd love to hear from you, good or bad or whatever. If they're bad, send them to Pat Garner
At WayneGov.com.
at WayneGov.com, Pat.Garner. Okay, and if they're good, send them to Wayne.Alley. Wayne.Alley. That's spelled dot alley at WayneGov.com. Wayne.Alley, WayneGov.com. On January 17th, we got a guy coming in from NC State University to talk to us about fruit trees, about how to get them started growing, how to nourish them along and feed them and bathe them.
Feed them?
He's going to show us how to take care of these trees, plant them, nourish them along, get them growing, make them fruitful. How's that?
Fruitful.
Okay, make them fruitful. Sponsored by a whole bunch of nice people, including the North Carolina Cooperative Extension Horticulture agents, 3 local agents in Duplin County, Tom Rosa, and Sampson County, Brad Hardison, and in Wayne County, our very own Jessica Strickland. Also sponsored by the University of Mount Olive, Lois G. Britt Agribusiness Center. And this will all be taking place in Southern Bank Auditorium at Raper Hall at the University of Mount Olive on January 17th, 6 till 8 p.m. Now, if you already have fruit trees, that's okay, because he'll be talking about what to do with existing fruit trees, how to fight disease and blight, how to treat trees that have been attacked by insects, just how to do everything about it, how to take care of your trees, get them to become more fruitful. Okay, there you go, 17th of January, and if you want to know more about this, call our friends over at the Cooperative Extension Office, and that number is 919-731-1520.
Very good.
Why?
I figured you would have got it.
You thought I forgot that number? Let's look at what's special about today. Okay, what's today? Oh, today's the 4th. How about that? Today is Dimpled Chad Day. Do you remember that? Oh yeah, boy, I'm telling you, back in the 2000, the year was 2000. It was Dimpled Chads. And it was it took place in Florida. This is Dimpled Chad Day. Look it up. Look it up. Earth is at perihelion today. Also, the Pop Music Chart Day. Today is Tom Thumb Day. Did you know that there was really a Tom Thumb? General Tom Thumb was an act in P.T. Barnum's circus back in the late 1800s. He was a real person. He's about that tall. Okay, maybe he's about that tall. He wasn't much taller than that. He's about 18, 20 inches, something like that. Anyway, General Tom.
A midget.
Well, he was a little people. One of the little people. Yes, he was. He was a little people. And you could see him often, many times, sitting at the end of the rainbow, counting his gold. Oh, yes, you could. Okay, today is also Trivia Day. And speaking of trivia, I have the answer to today's trivia question. I do. Yes. Here's the answer to today's trivia question. The category was calendars. The Mayan calendar from a long time ago, ended. They couldn't keep the thing going in perpetuity. You ever been there? Perpetuity, Georgia. Anyway, they couldn't keep it going forever, so they ended up stopping it. And people began to think, well, maybe that's when the Earth is supposed to end. What year was that when the Earth was supposed to end? The Earth was supposed to end in the year 2012. So we're a little beyond that.
I say we are.
Yep, I say we are. And that brings us to the end of the program. We'll be back tomorrow, Mayan Calendar Committee. And I hope you're able to join us right here on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Until then, please drive carefully. Always wear your seatbelt. And until tomorrow, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Pat Garner.
And this is Wayne Goldsboro Television.